In the year 150 AD, under the reign of Emperor Antoninus Pius, the Roman Empire stretched like a colossal eagle across the known world, from the misty shores of Britannia to the sun-baked sands of Egypt. But the seas held secrets even the mightiest legions couldn't conquer. It began with a routine expedition, a fleet of triremes, laden with soldiers, merchants and engineers, set sail from the port of Ostia, bound for the western fringes of the empire. Their mission was simple: scout new trade routes along the African coast. But the gods, or perhaps the whims of Neptune himself, had other plans. A ferocious storm, born from the Atlantic's fury, swept in without warning. Winds howled like banshees, waves crashed like battering rams against the wooden hulls, and the fleet was hurled far off course, westward into uncharted waters. For days, the survivors clung to life amid the endless blue expanse. Captain Lucius Valerius, a grizzled veteran with scars from battles against the Parthians, rallied his men with tales of Roman glory. "We are sons of Romulus," he bellowed over the roar of the sea. "No ocean can break us." Miraculously, after what felt like an eternity, land appeared on the horizon. Not the familiar coasts of Hispania or Gaul, but a lush, verdant paradise teeming with strange birds and dense jungles. The ships beached on the shores of what we now know as Mexico, near the Yucatán Peninsula. As the Romans staggered ashore, they encountered the Maya, a civilization of pyramid builders, astronomers, and warriors, whose cities gleamed with stucco and jade. At first, contact was tense. The Maya, led by a high priest named Ahaukin, viewed these pale strangers with suspicion, their bronze armor glinting under the tropical sun like the scales of a serpent god. But curiosity won over conflict. Lucius offered gifts: Roman steel swords, sharper than any obsidian blade the Maya had forged, and blueprints for aqueducts that could channel water from distant rivers to feed their growing cities. In return, the Maya shared their gold, vast troves from hidden mines, and knowledge of maize agriculture, which could sustain legions through harsh winters. Trade blossomed into alliance. Roman engineers marveled at the Maya's precise calendars and towering temples, while Maya artisans adopted Roman mosaic techniques, blending jaguar motifs with imperial eagles. Word of this new Rome spread back across the ocean on hastily repaired vessels. Emperor Antoninus, intrigued by reports of endless gold and exotic lands, dispatched reinforcements. By 200 AD, under Marcus Aurelius, the empire had established Nova Roma, a bustling colony where legionaries drilled alongside Maya warriors. Aqueducts snaked through jungles, bringing fresh water to hybrid cities of stone pyramids topped with Roman domes. Gladiatorial games evolved, incorporating Maya ball courts where captives played for their lives in rituals honoring both Mars and Kukulkan. Latin fused with Maya glyphs, creating a new lingua franca that echoed from the Gulf of Mexico to the Andes. The Romans, ever the conquerors, expanded southward, clashing with the Olmecs and later the emerging Aztecs. But alliances formed more often than wars, as shared technology propelled both sides forward. Imagine the ripple effects across centuries. Without the isolation of the Americas, diseases like smallpox mingled earlier. But so did immunities. Roman medicine, with its herbal remedies and surgical tools, mitigated outbreaks, while Maya herbalists introduced quinine-like cures from cinchona bark. By 400 AD, as the Western Roman Empire crumbled under barbarian invasions in Europe, the transatlantic lifeline saved it. Gold from the Americas funded defenses, and Maya reinforcements, fierce jaguar knights clad in Roman larica, bolstered legions against the Visigoths, the sack of Rome in 410 AD averted. Instead, the empire evolved into a dual-continent superpower, with emperors ruling from twin capitals, the Eternal City in Italy and a Grand Nova Roma in the Yucatán, complete with a colossal amphitheater where crowds cheered as gladiators battled exotic beasts from the Amazon. Fast forward to the Middle Ages. The Dark Ages in Europe, not so dark. Roman knowledge, preserved and enhanced by Maya astronomy, sparked an early Renaissance. Telescopes, inspired by Maya star charts, gazed at the heavens centuries before Galileo. Steam engines, born from Roman hydraulics and Maya ingenuity, powered mills and ships by 800 AD. Vikings raiding the coasts found not vulnerable villages, but fortified Roman outposts armed with catapults and Greek fire. The Crusades shifted westward, with knights sailing to liberate sacred Maya sites from rival tribes, bringing back spices, chocolate, and tobacco that transformed European cuisine and culture. By the 1400s, the world was unrecognizably advanced. When Christopher Columbus set sail in 1492, backed by a curious Spanish crown, he didn't discover America. He arrived to find a thriving Roman province. Docking in the Caribbean, his crew was greeted not by indigenous tribes in canoes, but by a Roman harbor master speaking fluent Latin, flanked by centurions in gleaming armor. "Salve, travelers," the official intoned. "Welcome to Imperium Novum. State your business with the Senate." Columbus, stunned, learned that the Americas were no untamed wilderness, but a mosaic of provinces. Maya Roma in the south, with its pyramid colosseums hosting games that drew crowds from across the ocean. Incan outposts in the Andes, where Roman roads wound through mountain passes, and northern tribes allied under the eagle banner, trading furs for wine and olive oil. The encounter ignited a new era of exchange. European monarchs, envious of Rome's vast domain, forged uneasy alliances, leading to a global Roman Renaissance. Gunpowder, invented earlier through alchemical fusions of Chinese secrets, traded via Silk Road extensions, and Maya mathematics revolutionized warfare. But peace prevailed more often, as shared prosperity dulled the edges of conquest. By the 1700s, steam-powered galleons crisscrossed the Atlantic in days, not months, fostering a world where Latin was the universal tongue, from London to Tenochtitlan. Revolutions like the American one transformed into reforms within the empire, granting colonies senatorial representation and averting bloody wars. In this alternate timeline, the 20th century dawned with wonders unimaginable. World wars, mitigated by a unified Roman Council where Maya wisdom tempered Roman ambition, preventing the horrors of trenches and bombs. Space race, Romans landed on the moon in 1950, their rockets etched with glyphs honoring the gods of both pantheons. Today, in 2025, the world thrives under a global federation, with flying chariots zipping between mega cities, diseases eradicated through ancient herbal fusions and modern tech, and humanity reaching for the stars. All because a storm-tossed fleet bridged two worlds, proving that one twist of fate can rewrite destiny. What if, indeed, the possibilities are as vast as the ocean that once divided us? Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more epic tales.